ingoma and you hit single. Did he hit because he hit kakade? When you listen to everything that goes on, partner, you find out quickly ukuba what we're talking about. Bhutiza, and Yasman, the first time ndikuva ucula, I think yayila ngoma kaMbesuma Bhutiza.
Yeah.
Mbesuma.
Yeah.
That kuba nilikhosi nami ke. I know I'm already a fan and a supporter. Bhutiza, welcome to Moment of Truth. Siyabulela for ixesha lakho namhlanje, especially on a day where you're releasing a very nice song, but also important in the messaging yayo. Siyakwamkela apha ku Moment of Truth. Siyabulela. Buddha, uthi kwenzeka ntoni ke pha kwibhoma? What's happening chawe kwibhoma labantwana bakho?
Well, ibhoma labantwana bam, mandibulele qala nam, for hosting me. Thank you guys. It's such an honor to be on KNR. Ibhoma labantwana bam bendine light yam ebisoluka ngoDecember eBhofolo this last December. You look at neka brother wam Mushuka, you look at neka sister wethu uPapa. And for some reason sabamba is stages zemigidi for ezintwana zoyi-3 asaziclustarish because ile ifuna i-attention yayo ineetshomi zayo ezintwana mosifunda kwiindawo ngeendawo. Yes, and zifunda kwiindawo ngeendawo. Le yam yabe ifunda ePretoria, ineetshomi zayo zasePretoria ezifuna ukuza and wara. So sawenza ke umgidi eBhofolo wamkhulu kakhulu. And ligwijo eli ebelikade likhona eBhofolo, but ndalivuselela, ndali-owna, ndalithatha, ndalityhuna apha naphaya. And
faka spice ne-marinade.
Faka ispice, alimarinate, nezanto zokokuba bizani izicima-mlilo, bizani i-fire brigade, ibhoma labantwana bam. And then ke ngoku wathi ukhanya my son, wathi Dad, ndicela uzuphinda undenzele owam umgidi eBhayi ngo-April. So on 27 April, the Freedom Day on 27 April, besilapha ke Parsons Hill apha endlini eBhayi, and my whole family came, neetshomi zam. And then kwafika ke ngoku amajita am aseBhofolo laa ndicula nawo amagwijo eBhofolo afika eza apha eBhayi apha eGqeberha. And then hayi ke yaqala phansi into, kanti kukho abantu abazalisika eli gwijo from ivideo lahamba langena TikTok, langena everywhere, la trend. And immediately I saw an opportunity. And I need to say this on KNR that singamaXhosa, sometimes we underestimate power genres of zomculo, which is our staple food. I mean, amagwijo ngawethu,
akanjwa sithi
like if isicathamia sesamazulu, amagwijo ngawamaXhosa. And it doesn't matter, which is like a war cry. Ingoma oyiculayo xa uyodlala umdlalo uvuselela amajita ufake vibe. Laa nto kanye buthetha ngayo into yoba kwakwi-Kaizer Chiefs ndandisendiqalile ukuba involved nento zamagwijo, uhlabela uMbesuma phaa, And then so amagwijo angena emidlalweni, and today angena nakwi-political rallies. It doesn't matter noba i-DA, noba i-EFF, noba i-ANC, noba yintoni na, uva ngegwijo. So i-attempt yam bi-attempt into yokokuba ndizothi kubantu bakuthi, hey man, sine-power apha yamagwijo, which are sing-along songs, sine-power ye-staple food sethu amagwijo. Why don't we package amagwijo and even sell them to the world, because as from today, the single ibhoma labantwana bam is available on all digital platforms globally, and we package amagwijo, which are our own, and nabanye abantu bawabuke, bawathande, bacule nathi. So ibhoma labantwana bam ke is going to be the title of the album as well. So a title track, but the rest of the albums, Sese Studio, Sese Busy ngayo.
Kanti ayo single le album yonke kanti.
Hayi Ntonga, towards the end of November, sizabe release album yonke egcwele amagwijo. Amanye amagwijo okuncoma abantu abathile, amanye ngamagwijo afana nala, amagwijo afita emigidini, amanye amagwijo afita nasemitshatweni.
Oh yes.
So I saw this gap, but I must be quick also to say that bakhona abantu abafana noNtando. Ntando ke naye ilight yasebhofolo. Abanye ke bekhe bayibona le gap. Into nayo bona bayibona nje as a by the way. Mna ke ndizaba ngokuqala uba ne-album egcwele amagwijo onke.
And it's funny ke xa uthetha ngamagwijo Meneer, because yazi igwijo can change the temperature of umdlalo. For instance, ubona like something is not going well for iside elithile, ingene ke crowd icula igwijo, the next thing hayibo nazi tries nansi team ngokuyavuseleleka, and then these are important things, but we know this ipower yamagwijo comes from us. But I'm glad
that on what you are saying right now, take a look at Ushosholoza. Ushosholoza ligwi lethu liqanjwe ngamaXhosa be-Eastern Cape. Ushosholoza i-national anthem ye-sport. Look at what Shosholoza did in '95 World Cup, Ellis Park Stadium. Captain Francois Pinar, Joel Stransky, fly half.
My God,
in New Zealand, you know, and what they see Shosholoza, and everybody sing Shosholoza because I'm not just sing along songs. Awukwazi ukubukela umuntu like ecula igwijo. Awukwazi
uyacula nawe ungawazi nalo magama.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful experience. Speaking of '95, hey, I was still at the boys' choir then. I think Sato Latina, we always sang at the opening in Newlands, the national anthem. I think it was New Zealand. Mhlekazi, so you're thinking, what's the bigger thinking behind album for what you are trying to do behind the message? Lento yenzayo, you are releasing this because you feel like izawunceda where?
But part of what I'm thinking, you know, and I feel that interview part of what I'm thinking is that we have shifted. South Africa needs to shift from umgidi, umntwana obuya kwi-initiation school, emva koko vele kuhlalwe nje kutyiwe utywala kutyiwe inyama kugodukwe kungabikho nto constructive ithethiweyo kulo mntana neentanga zakhe. We need to shift from that. Girl child, when she becomes of age, bakhona i-21st birthday kuziswe isitshixo kuthethwe about womanhood ku-girl child. But thina bantu ngakumbi thina abantu abamnyama, we don't have a counter, we don't have a provision for umntana oyinkwenkwe. Umntana boy child. Part of what we're trying to achieve ngalamagwijo is that boy child emigidini masingayi nje sifike sitye sisele umqombothi nebranti sigoduke. Emigidini mayibe khona into yokuthethwa kwamazwi obulumko ukwakha lo mntana. If needs be, umgidi mawube yi-event. If needs be, kuthiwe nanku uKeith Ngesi uzo-emsa umgidi. You see? Yes. Kuthiwe nanku uKeith Ngesi uyi-guest speaker emgidini to talk to this boy about manhood. Because in South Africa today, in the problems as far as gender-based violence, you know why? Because boy child is ignored. Boy child, we've left boy child unattended to, unloved. The fathers out there, they don't even care to find a boy child and say, my boy, listen, I love you. You find ethnic cultures do that. The white cultures do that. The Indian cultures do that. Perhaps to a certain extent, the colored cultures do that. But black cultures, they don't do that. Boy child is left there, left to be taught by the institution of the streets. And the street will do justice. The street will teach. If you omit to teach, the street will commit to teach your child.
Oh man,
And I'm going to say this again for free. If you omit to teach your boy child the good things, the street will commit to teach your child. And unfortunately, the street will teach your boy child bad things. So there are occasions, it's pananemic. There's occasions, masinga celebrating nje man, sithe sisele sigoduke, masibuye emgidini sitshintshile nathi thina bodada, si-challenged by the way we look at things. Labantwana bethu abangamakhwenkwe, they're challenged by the way they look at women. That women need protection, need to be loved, they need protection, they need to be appreciated, they need pampering and all of that. Kufuneka siyenzile lonto le. Let's turn around imigidi. I-project yami yamagwijo. Let's turn it around. Let's use imigidi as a platform to shape a boy child.
Oh man, and the streets are always welcoming. Lost, the streets will welcome them and teach them all the ways of the street, which is not which is why see now in the overcrowding by prison and all of that, because amachita are being misled because nobody is giving the guidance, the kind of guidance. So, when can we expect the full length album?
Well, we are targeting that by the third week of November. Ibe album ikhona nezinye izinto singamadoda esizenzayo ekuhlaleni. There will be one song. This is the KNR. There will be one song as a scholar to order about the behavior yethu kwakuyola album. Then ke ngoku ezinye ngozingoma ezinye zezokusalutha amagorha athile angumzekelo ukuthi amanye akusport njengosazi igwijo lasebenza kakhulu emidlalweni. And so third week, fourth week of November. But I promise you, by the time Zimbabwe is going, you'll be Pelele album. By the time Pela November, you'll be Pelele album.
And before I let you go, Gemshegas, how important is it for us to use Amagwijo and our traditional way of celebrating and commemorating Izinto to continue to uphold the culture yethu? Igwijo is not just Igwijo. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of life, but it comes from a preservation point of view. How important is it that we continue to do this?
I think it's very important, and it would be regrettable if abanye bethu bacinga into yokuba i-culture yethu inento kwenza nenyama nomqombothi qha. Inyama nomqombothi qha izinto by the way zokucelebrate who we are. We are. The stories of our forefathers need to be told to our children. We need to sit down with them. People culture yethu la moment into yokuba kekuhlalwe phansi kodata abancokolele onyana nabazukulwana about the good old days. Omama amaxhegwazi ahlale phansi namantombazana abancokolele about the good old days. Kuhlalwe around the fire kubaliswe intsomi, amabalana neentsomi. We need culture is bigger than just food and drinks. Culture is huge, broader than just food and drinks. We cannot be born to eat and drink and die. We have to define a space by shaping youth here, by shaping the generations that are still coming.
And it must happen that way, because Tina, we cannot stop preserving this culture. Someday we're not going to be here, and we are hoping that this is Azio, Tina, are going to be continued. Not because of us, but because Nati Saz Fumana Zilapa, and we have to continue to pass on the baton. We've got some comments here again, Chegazi. Fountain is Katla, sorry. Uti aw madoda, vela nge-hit song yegwijo. Bhutiza siyabonga tata. Apha ebudaleni uya abang pelepele enkosi bawo. Fountain uyaphinde athi ke I'm listening emqanduli eKwaimani. Umzugisi Umzura uthini Umzura, keep up the good work. Uthi Liyatsha, #Liyatsha. As well as unonqaba pai uthi ke siyabonga Mphutumi kudala sikulindile and unaso isiphiwo bhuti va. And ke finally unozibele ke okambingeleli uthi yena ke mamele Bhutiza kuhle. Enkosi kakhulu ke to everybody who tuned in. Bhutiza, keep up the great work. We've been following everything that you do. Siyamba nawe Tina, you are one of the people who show the way, who beat the grass into a path, uvula indlela for abanye abantu, and for that we appreciate you enkosi kakhulu, and keep up the great work Mhlekazi. I guess we're going to speak again to come and give the people the full project. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sense. Thanks to all of you, the family as a KNR. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Hashtag Liyatsha.
Liyatsha.
Lalela,
and Mhlekazi, we're gonna play the song now. Mhlambi, you want to intro the song before we play it?
Izani nizolbona. Well, kwi-KNR namhlanje ngalosihlanu sithabathele ingoma kaBhutiza kaPutco Lee, brother kaBruce Lee ethi izani nizolbona Liyatsha ibhoma labantwana babo.
This is KNR.